Hello, I'm back. Ready for another. Once again, we'll cut out all the nonsense. We'll get right into it. We left off at an interesting place. We were organizing our research. It's gonna make us do it again. That's fine. We can do it again. We were organizing our research. Three. Whoa, this is new. Victim surprised by injection. And we have height. So relax. Victim 3. Victim 1. Trust fire. 1. So yeah, this is a refresher to where we left off. Much of what we learned was basically we spoke with all of the all except for Camille here about things, you know. The first one was out for revenge, but only against her previous partner Anita. Second guy is mourning the loss of his grandson. Yeah, like I said, I put that here. She's a pretty cutthroat business woman. Look at that. Okay, so Killer is smaller than this height, which fits all of our victims. I don't know where this evidence came from. Because we didn't have that last time. I don't know. Point being, it rules him out. So we've darkened him. Victim surprised by injection. Victim 3 coins found in mouth. Albatross fire equals criminal act. We might put that under her. Because it's this lady's buildings. That's what the... Wait, who's this for? Death by injection of muscle relaxant leading to asphyxia. From who? Tears, coins, newspaper. Tears, strangled. We don't have information on the fourth victim here. Oh, I think I just unlocked... Yeah, I just opened a different file that I didn't get to last time. That's what I did. Why do we have nothing on hers? Oh, we'll get to it. Point being... So far, we'll just keep this down here. It's like, applies to all of them. Kind of thing. Apparently it does. I don't know where she applies. Point being... We really don't have enough to make any heavy assumptions. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. You open one eye. It's pitch black outside. Time for work. You get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Alright, night 3. Yeah, we gotta work today, because last time we were giving out one too many free rides. So as much as I want to check out some of these locations, I can't. You're driving along when a strange burnt smell suddenly fills the cab. You look around, sniff. Is it coming from outside? I'll park. As soon as you see a free spot, you pull over and park. You freeze. Something, or someone is in your taxi. A woman's voice resonates around the cab. I can't. I need a better signal. I'm here. I'm here. You turn around slowly. A young woman has appeared behind you. Oh my. Don't shout. I'm afraid I'll lose the connection. I don't have much time. There's something strange about her face. It's as if she is several different people at once. Listen to me carefully. I come from the future and you must know that you met. She stops moving like a computer glitch. You stay still. Wait, she stays this way, still frozen. Then suddenly starts moving again. Her reporting has to reveal the existence of underground laboratories. She absolutely must go to Syria. It's essential in delaying the creation of the virus. Other teams are currently... She suddenly realizes she's just appeared in your taxi. Fuck. Can't seem to stay on target with the timeline we determined. She leans toward you. I have another name on my list. Pauline? Pauline... Or... Were you? You never heard of her. I don't have much information on her from this time period, but she was supposed to go meet her future wife in Canada. Pauline is her eyes tear up. She's central to our plan. Your plan? We don't have much of an impact on the past as we'd like, but we can make a very slight impact. It's like a hand-woven rug. You have to go line by line, very patiently. Pauline and the others I mentioned have a role to play. Her voice fades. And so do you. I do? Yes. Even driver. Her voice starts to break up. There's a problem. Shit, our connection is falling apart. An unbearably whistling noise starts coming from the radio. When you turn around, the young woman has vanished. Shit, what the hell is that? The burnt smell slowly fades and you start driving again. Oh, we got some paranormal activity. Spooky. We're quite close to this. We could check it out. Whatever. We'll check it out. We have a little time. We can earn some money. You pull up in front of a small cafe. This place seems straight out of the 70s. You catch sight of Marco just sneaking inside. It's late, but the place is still open. You climb out of the cab and follow him inside. The bar reeks of smoke. Smoking is banned, of course, but some places let customers do as they please. At this time of night, it's either beer or coffee. A man probably about to go clock in is eating a ham sandwich. You smile. It's a real trip down memory lane. Reminds you of your father. Hey, psst. You look over at Marco and head to his table. You and Marco were old friends until he stole your wife. For a number of reasons that neither one of you feel like getting into, he's owed you one ever since. Look at you, man. You look like shit. And you look pretty drunk. He pretends not to have heard. Sit down. I don't want anyone to notice us. He's shaking. His voice is low. He's clearly uncomfortable. Marco's a nervous type, but tonight's different. No worries, we're fine. Well, no, actually we're not. He downs the glass of cheap red wine on the table in front of him. I'm sticking my butt out for you, man. If anyone finds out, I'm out on my ass. Even worse, they may go after me. They aren't a bunch of softies over there. They're ruthless, real sharks. His voice takes on a plaintive note. Why the hell do you care if that guy worked at Demont anyhow, eh? Admit it, you're just doing it to piss me off. Just give me the information. Sure, go ahead, change the subject. He lowers his gaze. Every single time, man, it never fails. You find a job, settle down, then you show up and make a mess of everything. He fiddles with the empty glass. That Gene Brenton guy you asked about. Yeah, he worked for Demont. Gene Brenton was the Sandman's first victim. Oh. He was assigned to the main office, the handyman. He put the furniture together, changed the light bulbs, emptied garbage cans. And then they fired him. I got a look at the memo, but it didn't say much about the whens and whys. So you just left it at that? Of course, I didn't just leave it at that. Again in a plaintive tone. Me? Walk the straight and narrow? Not on your life. I had to get to the bottom of it and really fuck myself over. You detect a note of urgency in his voice. He's upset, irritable. That Brenton guy of yours was a pyromaniac. He got caught setting fires to some boxes in the parking lot. It wasn't the first time they fired him on the spot. So come on, what's this all about? How do you know the guy? The less you know, the better. Yeah, right, it's top secret. He stands up all at once, his chair scraping the floor, his hands shaking. This is the last time, man. Don't ask for my help again. It's the last time. He storms out of the cafe, the heavy door banging shut behind him. You sit there a while without moving. The bar owner nods over at you with a whistle. Hey, buddy. Pal of yours? He didn't pay. You pay Marco's tab and leave. The cool air sets your mind in motion, so Brenton had worked for the Groupe de Monde, and he was a pyromaniac. There's no way that's a coincidence. Climb back into your cabin, your head's still heavy. The hum of the engine brings you round. You've still got a long night ahead of you. Interesting. Cool. Oh, we got a bunch of options. What do we want to pick up? These two are closest. I'll pick up the tired looking lady. Okay, that is pretty big information. I feel like that narrows us down quite a lot. Your next passenger looks completely dazed. Drive. Come on. Where are we going? She seems surprised by your question. Well, to Bouillon, of course. They're out. I don't want to miss them. I'll just drive. She's a little weird. I don't want to talk to her. You notice your passenger relax as soon as the car starts to move. She doesn't seem the least bit interested in your presence. We'll just, keep it quiet. You're familiar with this type of client. They're surprising, strange, sometimes rather endearing, but most of the time they're just nerve-wracking. Their lives and problems boggle your mind, so you continue driving without saying a word. She whispers from time to time, with one finger raised. You know nothing about poetry, but it seems like a good way as any to go about it. You're almost to the Bois de Bouillon. By day, it is not much of a forest. At night, even less so. Scattered groves, a few unlit roads. Of course, there are all the sex workers with the trailers and trucks, but their clients are not so interested in having company. Keep driving. It's a little further on the right. You sigh. You almost never came to this area except to pick up your friend Jackie. An idea pops into your head. For once, you get the impression that the Bois de Bouillon is more hospitable than Paris. No killers on the loose, no police on your trail. You're taken by a sudden desire to leave your passenger there and speed off towards the Atlantic coast. Stop. I sense them. She gets out the cab and vanishes into the forest. A minute goes by. What if you drive away? She's 500 meters from a metro station. There's no danger. The door behind you slams. She's back. Ah, shite. Her mouth is full. You can barely make out the address she gives you. You turn the key in the ignition and start driving. You glance in the mirror and see your passenger uncomfortably swallow something. You can't help but say in a disgusted voice, "What are those things?" "The truffles. Those super pricey things that grow in dirt." "These ones aren't super pricey, as you put it. They just help me right." "Are they hallucinogenic?" She shakes her head. "They help start the contractions. They help me focus on my poetry." She shakes her head, says nothing. Maybe the truffles are working? You concentrate on your driving in the road ahead. Bouillon is far behind and you are driving through the nicer neighborhoods in the city. From time to time she whispers something. You catch a word or two here and there. Silence. Augmented. Ooh, vivisection. She pronounces each syllable with accents, precision. When you've almost reached your destination, your passenger closes her eyes. Here it comes. Her voice drops and sounds more poised. I hear from across the ocean the tumult of the Downed. Hold your ear to the water. Hey Ra, Ra hey. Dance on the dock where the dinghies dabble. She is silent. She furrows her brow. In jest, I vomit the carbon I ingest as I sit under in the shade of the chestnut. I attempt to write about the passage of a past passage, but it passes away. Passes away. I'm stabbed by savages. Every once in a while she shakes uncontrollably. Here were hanged men and a woman. In their hearts they wear the mark of the improper paternal figure, protruding and pestilent. Pestilent. I am a slave to my own revenge. Not you, but I. She slowly opens her eyes as you pull over. She smiles at you. A strange smile, like she just had an orgasm. Thank you for your patience. She hands you money for the fare and a few white seashells. Hold on to them. They have. She searches for the word for a few minutes before getting out. They have spatial qualities. You're ready to jump out of your seat. Huh? Spatial? She's already out of the cab and the door softly shuts. You watch her. She walks away. No doubt about it, she's wearing pajamas. 42 bucks? Not bad. Anybody closer to me? Oh, no, not homeless lady again. Ah, we'll pick up this fella. I'm not picking her up. I need money. If we get down to some of these other clues, I'll try to stop by. Because they were actually pretty useful information. Passenger slides into your cab. You instantly recognize him. The priest you've already driven. Ah, how lovely to see you again. Likewise. Really? What a nice surprise. Gives you an address, the same one as last time, and you start driving. It's funny. I was thinking about you this morning. I was talking with a colleague and I told him about our little swap. You sense that he's suddenly uncomfortable, tense. Something's wrong. He catches your eye. He's hiding something. May I make a confession? Go ahead. See, I think you have a sort of gift, like an aura. I felt incredibly good after our last discussion. That's why I'd like to talk to you about something complicated. Do you remember the story I told you the last time? Oh, I want to say yes just to be nice, but I don't remember. No. I have a widowed, parishioner, parishioner who was worried about being openly in love with a new woman. He didn't want to break the vows he'd taken with his wife. Well, how can I put this? The story wasn't really true. Well, not entirely anyway. It wasn't a widower, but a priest. His voice plummets into the lowest notes and becomes almost a purr. Me. It's my story, and I haven't shared it with anyone. Except you. You're the first person to know, and the only person. He's almost shaking and seems about to break down. Also, I lied. I asked your company if I could have you as a driver. I felt so much better after talking to you last time. Talking to you opened my eyes. I cannot continue to carry the burden of this problem, or rather situation. He heaves a mammoth sigh. You're familiar with those sighs, as if a huge weight had suddenly been lifted from your chest. A gust of fresh air flowing into your lungs like you opened a grave for the first time in 10 centuries. My situation. I'm in love with a woman. He's speaking quicker now. It's liberating. Release. His deep voice vibrates like a bow running quickly over a bass string. We've been in love for 3 years. She and her husband often come to our masses and local events. They're not from Paris, you see. They were looking to build a community, and we were welcomed into our church. Her husband passed away, suddenly. Terrible illness, just terrible. His eyes darted back and forth as if he'd suddenly become blind. She needed help, support. We became close. Too close, perhaps. What happened is all my fault. I didn't know how to react, how to say no, to stop. It was too late. That was 3 years ago now. now, words aren't coming easily this evening. I love her. She loves me. You're driving me to her place, where I sleep almost every night. He is pale, shaking. He takes a few steps to gather his thoughts. This is all strictly prohibited, obviously. That's no news to you. I'm not supposed to love a woman, live with a woman, make with a woman. He looks at you. You understand, don't you? You slowly nod. I made a lifetime vow to God. I cannot abandon him here, now. But I love this woman. He stops speaking. You pull over in front of the address he gave you, the same as last time. I'm going to go up and mull the situation over. I'm sorry to have bothered you with my problems. It was no bother at all. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear you say that. He smiles, but only on the outside, still shaking. I'm going to go to her now. Do you? It's a strange thing to see an adult on the brink of sobbing, and it makes you uncomfortable. Can I see you again? To talk? In spite of how I must look, I swear I feel better. Relieved. Yes. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I must go. She's waiting for me. He smiles, reassured. A few seconds later, he appears to be his usual calm self once again. He paces fair, gets out the cab, and walks toward the entrance to the building. He closes the door slowly with care. Oh, wow. That's the biggest tip yet. I mean, he did request us specifically, so I kind of assume. Oh, look at that. Next to a clue. Oh. Oh. There's a lot of people close by. But I have to do this. Oh. What happened? What? No, why did I just enter and leave? I didn't click anything. Oh, that sucks. Let's go pick up these guys. God damn it. I think it was because of it being to do with the one guy. And the one guy was who we crossed off, so I guess it felt the need to cancel my trip. A couple gets into your taxi. If you add it up, their total age cannot be more than 40. They glance at each other nervously and occasionally grab hands affectionately. He speaks first. Despite being built like a tank, his voice is soft and a bit hesitant. Um, Vincent, please? You detect a southern accent. The couple is whispering in the back seat. Their words are sometimes covered by the sound of the radio, the street noises, and the monitor. Idiot, the castle. You think we're going to sleep there? Yeah, but I don't know where to. You smile. Passengers always think you can't hear them when they whisper in the back of a cab. No big deal. The hotel's right next door anyway. Actually, though, you can't hear everything. The hotel of yours? I'm just not feeling it. Why? I'm just not. That's all. On their website, it looks old with tiny beds. We can get a double bed. I'm just not feeling it. A moment of silence. What should we do then? We could ask him. Who? The driver. The boy raises his voice. What? Are you crazy? They glance at you, hoping you haven't heard anything. You must know some hotels, I'm sure of it. Go ahead, ask. I think it's strange. The guy's a taxi driver. I'm sure people ask him all the time. Me? Why me? You're the one that doesn't want to wait for my parents to leave us their place. That's not why. It's just that your room is too... Too what? There are posters on the wall and, well... Oh, come on. Please. Stop with your excuses. You're just afraid of my old man. Awkward silence. Go on, ask. She rolls her eyes. Fucking loser. She looks at you. Hey, sir? You looking for a place tonight? She turns toward her boyfriend, slightly embarrassed. Yeah. My boyfriend and I are looking for a hotel in Jesus, I'm sorry. Vincennes? Vincennes. Something not too pricey but clean. With a with a double bed. Sorry. Uh, no one cares about the double bed, Antoine. He doesn't give a shit. You shouldn't be doing this. Why would I say that? I know who places in Vincennes. Is it safe? You nod. Yes, I'm a professional, miss. Thank you. The couple has begun whispering in the back again. You okay? We should have waited until my parents left. Shit, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I tried to rush things in. Are you kidding? I'm the one who was in a hurry. They look at each other and burst out laughing. You're sexy. You're an idiot. Start laughing again. Seriously though, if you want to wait, we'll see when we get to the room. Yeah. They look deep into each other's eyes. You don't pay them any attention for the remainder of the ride. They continue cooing in the back. They warm the taxi up with their sweet words that float up to your ears. You stop the taxi in front of the hotel. It's a small, discreet building, no frills or fuss. Yet it gives off a warm and welcoming impression. This is it? Looks pretty good. Yeah. I know the owner. She will welcome you with open arms. They remain silent for a moment. I'm up for giving it a try. Let's do this. They get out the taxi, their movements slow and nervous. It's not clear what they are most scared of. The young lady holds out her fare. Thank you, and sorry for earlier, You wave as the couple walks away. They disappear into the hotel holding hands. Alright. What? This is the closest we have? Jesus. Let me just listen to the radio or something. Car radio, you're trying to find something to listen to. The news. Nighttime news. In the Sandman case, the anchor brings up the fact that weeks after the murder, the four victims' heirs are still in a legal battle. One of the family's lawyers explains the murder must be solved first. In case the killer is one of the Henri du Telux's heirs. As soon as the news is over, you turn the radio off so that the cab is silent again. Come on, you can't give me anybody closer? Jeez. Whatever. Let's go, do a scratch off or something. Talk to the the gas station clerk. Hey, we won. Serial killers on the front page of all of them. It's crazy, isn't it? I think they'd have caught him by now. The clerk smiles. You recognize the twinkle in his eye. This guy has something to tell you. He said everything's on the newspaper. Whatever, I'll buy it then. Unless somebody's close by. Nah, we'll just read the newspaper. You pull a newspaper out of your glove compartment and start leafing through it. Eventually something grabs your eye. It's a rather positive critique of a bar called Solace. You make note of the information of interest. In your line of work, that kind of thing can always come in handy. You turn the page and stop. You read about a third of the newspaper. Let's keep going. You stop reading and go back a few pages. You thought you saw something. It's a photo of the French soccer team who just won a match against a team from Bermuda? You have no idea where that is. You only have a third left to read. As soon as you get to the page, you stop. Your instinct tells you to look at. You happen upon a flashy ad for a startup taxi restaurant. Its name? Mobile Home. You sigh. You shut the paper. It'll end up in the trash tonight. If you remember, it's there. Otherwise, it will spend the rest of its days in your glove compartment. Throw back to that one lady. Um, because she's kind of close. The next passenger getting into your cab enters in a cloud of extremely heavy perfume. It's a well-known scent, one you often see advertised on the Champs Elysees. The woman must be in her 50s. She has impeccable posture. The fur she wears around her neck must be worth several days' pay. She opens her mouth. Good evening. Before you start driving, I just need to tell you something very... Oh, gosh. Try come into the, the voice. Oh, all the voices have been so low-key. This one's about to be so stupid sounding. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it just for you guys. Just for you. She pursues her lips, attempting to stifle the word that is about to come out, then raises a finger. Shit! Whore! She continues to look at you, the same smile frozen on her face. She's just shouted gibberish at you, but her face hasn't budged. It's like she isn't aware of what she said. She purses her lips even harder. Doggy foreskin. I'm not doing the rest of that voice if she's gonna start saying nonsense. Yeah, no, I'm dropping the voice. I'm sorry. I couldn't commit. I am truly sorry. Please hear me out. You're so taken aback that you find nothing to say. I'm suffering from a major emotional trauma. Seems to have triggered very strong verbal episodes. They're exhausting, to be honest. I hope you can understand. Please know I don't believe in a single word that I'm saying. She smiles. Tiny dick. It's my husband. She shrugs. Married for 25 years, 2 kids, a house on the coast, all sorts of fond plans for the future. Then, a sad smile flashes across her face. Eat shit. She looks at you. We'll just drive. With a bit of luck, your passenger won't say anything from the remainder of the ride. Your passenger sighs. Do you know what I did today? You glance at her in the rearview mirror. No idea. Well, dear sir, I opened the bank account. She flashes a smug smile. In my own name. Fucking bitch. She takes a moment. I'm happy for you. Thank you. Shit. My husband never thought I needed one. He took care of everything. It was easier. She shrugs her shoulders like it was all of no importance. Double fuck. I get it now. You know how terribly complicated all this paperwork is. All these contracts, page after page with tiny print. The woman at the bank was charming, very instructive. 4-legged slut. Her face is clouded with sadness for a second. I could tell, of course, that all this, she points to her face, all this bothered her. Bitch, cunt, slut. That's probably why they didn't want me to open my account in her old branch. She looks out at the road passing by. An awkward silence fills the cab. Her passenger puts an end to it, her voice slightly croaking as she speaks softly. Both my children had bank accounts before I did. Isn't that unbelievable? And my daughter told me 1,000 times that it wasn't normal, dick, that everyone should have an ass, that the 1940s were over. And I blew her off, you see. I was happy the way things were. Her eyes grow hazy, her lips purse. How did it work? Well, pussy, my husband gave me cash. He took care of any major expenses himself. She shrugs and seems slightly annoyed by the question. I don't really know why, but I never felt the need to have my own bank card. Not when we got married, nor after. Tiny dick. I get the impression that last outburst wasn't quite like the others. It almost seemed intentional. You know, I've never paid rent. Not a shadow of pity in her voice, simply an observation. I'm starting a completely fuck new life. I have to sign papers and send letters and documents proving I actually live where I say I do. It's odd. She heaves a strange sigh. Starting a new life, like I was on the run and hiding behind a false identity. Quite dramatic, isn't it? Hamster up your ass. She smiles crookedly, but it's so fast you almost miss it. You're not far from your destination. Your passenger appears lost in her thoughts. The trip continues in silence for a few minutes. Bitch. Almost. Until you pull up in front of your client's place. She almost jumps when you speak up. Here we are. Yes. You know, diarrhea. My parents live just a little further up the street. She lets her sentence hang in the air like she's learning the fact at the same time as you. Actually, I lived my whole life here. She pays her fare. The bills are brand new, spanking clean. Good night. Fucks her. Syphilis. She gets out. You watch her until she disappears into the lobby of her building. Whoa, now that's the biggest tip. Jesus. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was not gonna do the accent and read all of that. That's nuts. We met Janet, the future lady. Did we make more than we lost? Yeah. $18 profit. Nice. Yeah, we met Alicia, the poet. We found out his secret. Christoph. You have met Camille and Antoine. You have met Angelica. Hamster up your ass. Thank you, game. Okay, let's break down what little evidence we've collected since. Oh, I just realized we didn't pick up anybody this time around related to our investigation. Okay, this all that information we already know. Okay, oh my, things are a mess here. Albatross fire, pushed victim forced to sell shares. Oh, you see that? Who told me this? Gas station? That's not that reliable of an evidence. For changed will. Victim 4, will blocking inheritance in case of murder. See, now this would be reason to not suspect her. Victim banknote stuffed in the throat. Accident. Who was killed by accident? World War II gun. Previously, I said this applied to both of these guys. Stick this over. This we got from a gas station, which points to it being one of these two. But I don't like that. Victim one was from Groupe de Monde. Well, yeah, we know that they were arsonists. I don't care about that. No, this person got tortured. Let's take it like this. Even though it applies to both of them, I think it applies to all three of them. While, yeah, they were an employee, they were fired, as we were told, so it doesn't particularly lead to any of them. Let's see, this is also important. Tears, albatross fire. Still don't know how that relates to her, but whatever. Death by injection of... It doesn't even tell us who that's for. The stupid ones, I mean, it's important information, this stuff, but... I'm gonna just close that stuff out and tuck it in the back here, because I need to make room. This would be huge evidence, but if it was from an actual notable source, unfortunately it's from a gas station guy. I do still think he's the red herring. I don't think it Because all of this points to him. All these, like, emotional acts also point to him. She doesn't seem the type to cry over her victims or, get emotional. She kind of does, but she doesn't seem like... I don't feel the motivation makes sense, Him, we established he's not related at all. Matter of fact, we'll actually fold off his information. All it says is that he was just seen nearby. Her, we still don't know anything about her, really. But that's okay. Point being, so far, it's these three we're leading at. We can almost rule her out entirely just from, where is it? This thing. The inheritance being blocked by the fact that it might possibly be a murder by one of the heirs. That said, we will call it a night. Oh, the phone rings and you jump. You're not used to hearing it. No one ever calls you. It must be the officer. You pick up. She sounds irritated. You there? Yeah. Listen, it's... She pauses. You suddenly hear a ruckus in the background. Probably noise at the station. Lucette raises her voice. Anyone got the time? Hey, guys? Anyone? Fuck, they're all Neanderthals here. Listen, it's early and I'm wiped out. So are you a bit. Let's get straight to the point. What do you have for me? In a calm, methodical voice, you start giving her the evidence you've collected. You start with the first suspect, their connection to the victim, the rumors, then the second suspect, and so on. A few minutes in, she lets out a whistle. Not bad at all. Seriously, you should come give a lesson to the zombies I work with. Alongside, I have some good news for you. We checked the alibi of one of the suspects I gave you. And as you listen to her, you turn to the board and pull down the suspect she's referring to. One down. Please do not be the one I already pulled off. Even if it's the lady on the right, I'd happily have that removed. So it's got to be somebody else. She snickers. You know how lucky you are? I'm doing your job for you, pal. Okay, enough chit-chat. I gotta run. I'll call you in 2-3 days, okay? Okay. Call you in 3 days, and you'd better have what I need to make a proper arrest. The DA has fangs. We're pretty sure he's going to turn into a werewolf at some point. She babbles on for a while. Her voice becomes softer, but just as sarcastic. That would explain his terrible breath. Okay, I'm out. She hangs up. You hold the handset of your ear for a while. You have just one thing in mind, sleeping, and forgetting it all. Please, please, please. Oh, that's even bigger. That really narrows this down. Because we already don't suspect the lady on the right, so it's one of the two. It's either the grieving grandfather or the business lady. You open one eye, your attention turns to the shouting upstairs, the door slamming, typical. You get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Fortunately, I can't say we've gotten that much closer or met anybody too interesting. Fortunately, a little filler episode, but I hope you had fun. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed.